So let's just see what's coming up for you this month, Cancer. Looks like you open the month with a fair amount of success. Some of you may be getting or doing something that causes a lot of recognition for you, causes you to feel strong about asserting yourself and defending your boundaries to stand up for a cause that you believe in. This is 6 and 7 of Wands. So this is fire energy, about getting something done, showing up, getting recognition, achieving an accomplishment, and saying, here I am. I'm ready to defend my space. I'm ready to stand up. It's actually I'm reading a lot of leadership energy in this, Cancer. Sometimes this card is called Success Despite Adversity, where he's fighting off all these people. But because I'm seeing it following the success of this 6 of Wands card, which it does naturally, I'm actually seeing it as a leadership. Like, I'm feeling charged up. I'm ready to lead a group of people to go achieve something, go accomplish something. In fact, what I'm seeing with these two is that you may have had some success recently, Cancer, in something, or getting some recognition or some status, and you actually may have some leadership skills where you can impart that and teach that and lead that to some other people. So you might want to consider that as we open March here. I see, this is interesting, I see you here. This could be any water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but I'm reading it as you, Cancer. And I want to ask you, what is it that is causing you to be in reverse and letting your emotional cups drain out? Why are those in reverse, Cancer? Because those are beautiful cards. Queen of Cups being the intuitive, compassionate, loving, almost psychic card of the emotional queen. And the 10 of Cups is the card that has the most amount of cups on it, the most amount of heart energy, but yet it's in reverse. So there's some level of which you're experiencing this, Cancer, but it's only at like 80%, something like that. We see partnership here. We see this is usually a card of happiness within the family. It's joy. It is peace. It's harmony. And Queen of Cups is the emotional queen. She cares about what everyone feels. She cares about how people, connecting with people on an emotional level. So with these, whenever I see cards in reverse, I always ask, first of all, the energy of the cards is here for you. So there is a lot of peace, happiness, joy, and harmony available to you. And you do show up as this soft, warm-hearted, loving, compassionate, and kind queen. But when I see cards in reverse, I always ask, what is it that is causing limitation? What is it that is causing you to experience these only at like an 80% level instead of 100? What is it what fear, doubt, or resistance is present that is not allowing you to feel, and I'm using that word feel intentionally because these are Cups cards. What is it that's not allowing you to feel 100% present? Because I'm actually seeing this. If you look at her sleeve here, you can see these pearls here, which is very Cancerian energy. This is her arm that is in partnership here. And this is another partner. So what is it how is it that you're feeling like you're only showing up 80%? What is it that can bring this rainbow into Technicolor for you, Cancer? What fear, doubt, or resistance can you let go of at the beginning of the March? Because I'm seeing too that it's related to a wish fulfillment here, and that when you can turn around whatever's limiting you, that last 20%, then your wishes get fulfilled here in terms of both emotional needs and physical needs, emotional life and being grounded here in the physical world. So let's take a look at what else is going on. Middle of the month, you may have some difficulty making a decision about something, Cancer. This card actually popped out while I was shuffling too. So 2 of Swords in reverse is saying you're really wanting to check out and not make a decision about something. That could potentially be around that new moon in Pisces, like not wanting to decide about traveling somewhere or, taking the next step to the next highest level. 2 of Swords really speaks to having indecision between whether to go left or whether to go right, whether to choose between one idea or the other idea. And so they just blindfold themselves and check out. And I'm seeing a lot of mental stress and tension. You know, Nine of Swords can sometimes mean worry here, or overthinking things, splitting hairs, driving yourself crazy, going in circles trying to decide something. And you may go through so much just anxiety or overthinking that you just decide, forget it, I'm not going to make a decision about this. I'm just going to forget about it. I'm just going to check out. But I see, new adventure and new potential energy available to you in the middle of the month if you can adopt a carefree attitude. This is anxiety and tension and too much mental energy leading you to a place of like, forget it, I just don't even want to make a decision. I don't even want to look at it. But then, Fool comes in, and Fool is very carefree. Fool is very innocent. He's like, I don't have a care in the world. I'm not worried about anything. I'm just out to see what life has to offer me. And I know that there's a wonderful adventure out there for me. And I'm just going to smell this rose and skip along my merry way. So this is about being open. And with it here next to Star, it's sort of like being open to receiving your greatest dreams, your greatest wishes, Cancer. So, this card has a lot of hope and faith. When this card is in reverse, this card is also a card about hope. So I'm seeing have hope in the middle of the month. But when this is in reverse, it's saying that you may have some doubts or fears that your wishes can actually come true. What is it that you desperately want, Cancer? What is it that you want secretly? And how can you remove any limitations or fears that's causing you to receive that? Because both of these cards are also about renewal. Fool means opening a brand new cycle, a brand new chapter, a brand new journey, clean slate energy. It is 0. It's the first card of the tarot. So it is like blank slate. Anything's possible. And Star comes right after Tower, when the old systems break down, and this is a card of renewal and refreshment. So with both of these, there's a lot of hope and a lot of beginning fresh, beginning new, especially if you had anxiety about, going left or right. I'm kind of getting that there may have been a path, Cancer, that you were going down and it led you to this fork in the road, and you're like, gosh, I really don't like either path. But this leads you to say, okay, I'm just going to, instead of going down either one of these forks, because I really don't want either one of those, I'm just going to jump off this cliff and see where that lands me. And it ends up taking you to this place where you realize all things are possible, that you can have your wishes fulfilled. So open up to your wishes and dreams middle of the month, Cancer. You got some nice, fresh, hopeful renewal energy here, especially as you let go of this mind stuff. Your mind could be not your best friend in the middle of the month. I want you to focus on being carefree, being open, believing that all things are possible, believing that you can have your wishes and dreams fulfilled, because you can. It may also relate to whatever it is that you need to address here in showing up fully as yourself, believing in that happiness. With 10 of Cups and Star in reverse, this is happiness and wishes fulfilled, and hope. So what is it that is causing you to experience that only at 80%, not fully believing in it? What is it that you need to believe, Cancer, in order to put you in this carefree, open, all things are possible state of mind? That's just my question for you for March. And then as we go towards the end of March, it looks like you've got some fun times ahead. You've got 3 of Cups, which is celebration. That is being surrounded by friends and family. That is going to parties, going to social events. Feeling support on all sides and spending time with like-minded people. And 9 of Cups is wish satisfaction, This is getting your wishes fulfilled. Whatever it is that you weren't so sure about, maybe you receive it by the end of the month. 9 of Cups, satisfaction, wishes fulfilled, sensual satisfaction, and also leading to Devil, which is passion. This is energy. This is being totally consumed and obsessed by something. And, both of these cards, which I kind of like, both these cards are like getting what you want and being totally engrossed in it and totally consumed by it. But both these cards also speak to not going overboard. You know, especially with all this Cups energy. Both Three of Cups and Nine of Cups can speak about overdoing it in terms of drinking or excess in terms of food or merriment. So what I'm getting, Cancer, is that with you being so open here in the middle of the month, you come out of your head. Whatever dilemma you've been overthinking about or stressed out about or, you know, splitting hairs about, going in circles in your head about, you open up to this fresh possibility of like, okay, all things are possible. I'm just going to have faith. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to experience what's new. And you actually do get a lot of satisfaction here. But it's saying be careful of not going overboard. Be careful of not jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. You know, that's what Devil's warning here. And also with Three of Cups and Nine of Cups, it's saying have fun, be merry, eat, drink, and be merry is what this says. You know, enjoy your friends, enjoy the satisfaction that's coming to you, enjoy the sensual, passionate nature that's coming up for you here at the end of the month. But just don't go overboard. Don't let, you know, it's actually funny, it's reminding me of this quote by Kim Gordon that says, don't let your crushes become obsessions. Just same kind of thing is like, don't let your pleasures become addictions. You know, enjoy what's coming to you. Three of Cups, celebration, festivity, friends, like-minded people. Nine of Cups, sensual satisfaction, wish fulfillment. But don't let it become so, and you know, enjoy the passionate nature of it. Enjoy being engrossed and consumed by something, but don't let it become your master. You know, and if there's any sort of overindulgent in terms of food, drink, drugs, alcohol, addictive behaviors like shopping addictions, gambling addiction, sex addiction, anything that has to do with going too far, this is saying enjoy, let the good times roll, but don't let it roll you off a cliff. So, and then Knight of Rods says that too, is, you know, he can be a very sexual character, just like the Devil. You know, he's in and he's out. This is saying be careful of someone who just wants to come in and go out. Like flash. This is saying beware flash in the pan energy. So looks like good times at the end of March for you, Cancer. Just don't go overboard is what I'm getting for that. And allow yourself to be carefree in the middle of the month. Allow yourself to maybe smell this rose and dream those dreams of where it is you might want to go next. Ninth house, new moon in Pisces, you know, new travel, new exploration. That's what Fool's about. He explores the whole world, and he believes that the whole world is open to him, and therefore it is. I'm also getting this quote, Cancer, that when you open up yourself to the world opens up to you. And that's why I see all this fun energy. Just be careful about not going overboard at the end of the month.